guys, welcome back to the second half of the temple. So go ahead and whip on your Deku mask, and now we are going to dive right in, and we're going to aim for the platform that is going back and forth right here. If I can do this right, we can actually aim with our bubble, killing each of the dragonflies, just like that. Alright, so now that that's done, we can go ahead and make our way to this Deku flower. Almost didn't make it. And off to the side here. Go ahead and head up the corridor here. Alright, so now that we are on the upper portion of the main area, we're going to go ahead and enter the room right here. Coming into the left-hand side, now we're going to go to the right, slashing up the jars if you need anything here, and enter the room. So here we have our first mini-boss of the dungeon, or the temple, which is going to be a Gazalfos, or Dinofol, that's it, aha. Alright, so there's several ways we can actually take care of this fiend here. So first way is, obviously, we can slash at him. But make sure you back up, because he breathes fire. Second way we can do this, spin on into him and bubble. Third way that we can do this, and this is the most fun, technically, if you were to slash him with your sword, and then if you keep going forward along with him, he actually would, you can actually keep beating him over and over, or hitting him over and over again, and this way you can actually, he can never actually do his fire breathing move. Anywho, alright, so now that we have done that, we got us the hero bows. So, go ahead and make your way back out. Okay, so real quick, we're going to do two things. First things first, equip that hero's bow. And we're going to hit this lovely eye switch here. There you go. And this is going to cause the platform to rise up and down. Not like we can do anything with it at this very... Well, I mean, we can, which we are going to here momentarily. First things first, we're going to come back into the main room here. And now, we're going to do two things. First things first. Let's get this. Okay. That was the first one, so we got our we got our fairy, and hitting the switch, then we get a pair of ladders, so make it easier to get up and down if we happen to fall backwards. I don't know why I just did that. We need to keep that on. Go ahead and enter the next room. Okay, ignoring what Tattle says, we're going to come back to that. Alright, so we need to get to that room right up there. But first, we got to get there. Don't do that. Woo! Hop into the Deku Flower. At the highest peak, go ahead and use your flower and fly over to the next ledge. Where we have us yet another boss battle. Alright, so this is Gecko. He's pretty vicious looking, but he's fairly easy, and his animations are really kind of humorous. Alright, so now that that's done, now we get thrown into the next phase. So the way we handle this, go ahead, whip on your Deku mask. Same thing like we did with the previous snappers. We're going to launch out of the flower, take off your Deku mask. So the easiest way is Z-target Gecko, and as soon as he gets done moving, launch an arrow. And repeat. Alright. One more time. I think it's just 3 hits. Alright, there we go. So now that we got him taken care of, that's pretty much it for as far as the mini bosses of the dungeon. I mean, not too much to say in this sense. So keep that frog, in mind, because he's going to come into play later on within the game. So now that that is done, now we're going to go into this little room here, and you see this lovely colorful chest? Yeah, buddy, if you followed me in Ocarina of Time, you should know exactly what this means. That means we get our next our boss key is what I was getting at here. Alright, so now that we got that, go ahead and splash up the jar. It's easy, so I'm going to go ahead and do it just for the sake of it. Alright, go ahead and make our way out. Alright, hop into the Deku Flower. Fly over here. Go ahead and take off your Deku mask. Now we are going to go ahead and shoot our arrow through the flame. So this is going to cause the room to basically clear up, so no more poisonous water. Alright, so now that we've done that, go ahead and make your way over this way here. I'm going to fly over to the wooden flower, take off your mask. First things first, I'm going to aim for that there. There we go. Only took me 50 million tries. Alrighty. Okay, go ahead, run and jump. Now we're gonna re-equip our Deku Flower. Or re-equip our Deku Flower. Our Deku Mask. Go ahead and fly over here. Taking off your mask, land on the switch. And we get us a chest that's going to appear right over here. So you can go ahead and jump into the water. It's not going to hurt you none. Alright, so we got the ninth stray fairy. Now go ahead and make your way back down. Because remember, we have one stray fairy in this room that we weren't able to get because of the poisonous water. So now that we actually have the ability to do so, let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Go ahead and push the block forward. And I think... Nope. Okay, so we're going to have to do it. Get rid of him. We don't have to worry about that. So we're going to actually just do it this way. Alright, so now we got the 10th stray fairy in our possession. Go ahead and make your way back. Or not. Hold on. I'm not ready yet. There is... one of these actually has... So it has to be this one. Okay, there we go. So that should be the 11th stray fairy from here. Okay, so... Come on. There we go. Now we can make our way back. That's what I wanted to do initially, but you know... Okay, climb the ladder. Probably could have just hopped over, but you know, whatever. Alright, so here is the upper portion. That's not the room that we want. We want that room. I'm getting myself twisted here. Alright, now we are in the final stretch of the temple. So, go ahead, get your bow out. Ooh, I bet you I couldn't do that again if I tried. Alright, so we're going to make our way to the left. So go ahead and when you hop down, jump the Deku Flower, get your 12th stray fairy. Go ahead and continue on. Alright. Now here we have the 14th, or the 13th. Oh my god, I'm jumping the gun here. Okay, go ahead and hop down. Excuse me. Now, we can make our way to the right. So now we can make our way to the right. Alrighty, so now I can officially say we have the 14th Stray Fairy, which means now we only have the 15th Stray Fairy to grab. So go ahead, whip out your bow here. Now we are going to hit the switch. Go ahead, put your mask on. Now we are going to fly over to the veranda over here. Go ahead, land. Okay, so then we're going to fly across to that second platform. Now we officially got all 15 Stray Fairies. Go ahead, hop into this deck of flowers, fly on top of this veranda, and then you can, if you want to, get those 2 rupees over there, but I would highly suggest not to because it's not really worth it. We can have better ways to get other rupees later on. So needless to say, I would just suggest not doing it. Alright, so go ahead and smash up the jars if you need any type of goodies, and when you're emotionally prepared, like I am not, we will make our way into the dungeon. So thank you for joining me, guys, and I will see you in the next portion where we take on the boss of the Woodfall Temple.